You, you want to face the reality or not? You want to know the reality or not?
I want to know reality. One.
You have a very tamasic kind of mind. You have a tendency to fall back into darkness. This is because of your past conditioning of many lives. I will say perhaps because these things cannot be proved. But nothing comes out of blue. In your impersonal journey of the consciousness, you have become addicted to masochistic attitude, and anyone who is a masochist will be a sadist also. So it is sadomasochistic. You cannot be one. If you have chosen one side of the coin, the other side of coin is automatically chosen. So it is knowing that liberate. In West they say knowledge liberates. This is wrong. It is knowing that liberates. Knowledge is information filled in your head. Once you become aware of what is contained in your mind, then only you can be free from it. But one need to have the courage to face the reality. We are all mirror breakers. We don't want to see our real face. And we are all the time seeking sympathy, all the time seeking that someone should appreciate our idiocy. Someone should say that you are suffering so much, I am with you. Someone should pat in their back, someone should kiss them. These are all addiction. These things will strengthen your disease, your sickness. Anyone who has this kind of tendency should not be given much attention. And these kind of things should never be given much attention. Otherwise, you are being inimical to that person. Instead of helping that person, you are harming that person. You should become aware now that this is your I, which is depression, your false I. Your ego is your depression. Your ego is your disease. Your ego is your misery. This I is your suffering. And no one wants to give up this I, because only when it hurts, only when the thorn pierces your heart, then you feel that you exist. This ego is the misery. This is the cancer of your Atma. Once things are understood, no one will keep the burning charcoal in his hand. But the whole training of society, the whole training of your education system, the whole training given to you in your home is of the ego. So we think this is our only treasure. We go on making it inflated like the balloon. But this, if you go in, you will find that there is nothing. Ego is something which exists not. You are holding on to a ghost. There is infinite nothingness. There is infinite emptiness. There is infinite vastness. But we are not interested in this. We are interested in our small prison. Because we have become used to it. We don't want to give it up. And if you go on going deeper into this infinite nothingness, then you will find that very nothingness is God. God is not someone who is sitting in some seventh heaven. God is in each and every atom of this existence. God is your attitude. God is the change of your vision. God is the purity of your eyes. The same world, when you are changed, when you are transformed, becomes God. The same world, when you see from the mirror of ego, by the mirror of I, the same world is a hell. If you want to cling to hell, then cling to ego. All the time you are seeking, when I am in depression, this very I is depression. But that has become your habit, your addiction, that once in a while you will fall in that trap, and then you are seeking someone. Now there is no one. Even if you know that there is no one to give, maybe you may have some friend, you may be going to these people when they may be nourishing your depression. Have you got some friend like that or not? Some idiotic friend like that or not?
Idiotic friend who is depressed.
No, who is nourishing your ego? Who nourishes your depression? You scratch their back and they scratch your back. Huh?
So far, no, Swami. No.
Then what do you expect? I will do that? I will scratch your back?
No.
You should have a scrub. Don't use me as your scrub. I cannot scratch your back. And if you don't like this scrub, you can have a thorn. That will be a better scratching instrument. And if you don't like even that, then you can have a very pointed nail. When the blood will come out, then the ego will be more happy. There are idiots, they will cut even their vein of their wrist just to gain attention of other people. When you are functioning through the ego, you are functioning through darkness. And then whatever you will be doing will be always wrong. And anyone who supports you in that is your enemy, not your friend. I showed you the way out of it. Stop giving attention to your diseases, your sickness. Get involved in something good. Be creative, do something creative and forget yourself. If you forget yourself, where is your misery? If you go on opening your wounds, go on scratching it, it will bleed more. In this world where there is so much suffering, just 2-3 days back, this man was killed just because he had in his Facebook, in his profile, I support Nupur Sharma. This was the only thing he wrote. And then he went to the police also. They said that you be little more alert, don't come out much. And this man was not against Muslim at all. Otherwise, when they came, he was a tailor. When they came to his shop, he could have refused that. I will not make clothes for you. But he was taking the measurement of one person, then the other attacked this. When he turned, became little unattentive, and they think they are doing something very brave. It is sheer cowardice. You come with 4-5 people with very sharp, like big knife which you will never find, very pointed kind of knife, very big. Even the knife looked dangerous. And with many people, just to kill one person. This is bravery. And you say that you are doing something for religion. This cannot be religion. It is love which is God. Violence is devil. It is not God that is love. It is love that is God. If anything has happened in you, if your religion has helped you even little bit to change, you cannot be violent. You cannot be murderous. They want the whole world to bow down to their terrorism. So I give you something important to do, something significant to do. Instead of doing that, you are getting involved in your own third-rate depression. If you don't do anything to make this world beautiful, then you will always remain in your own misery. And these people, they call other worse than animal. They call them najis. They call them kafir. That you are worse than pigs, you are worse than dog, you are worse than shit. And the reality is that they are worse than anything in this existence. Anyone who has this superiority complex is suffering from inferiority. Otherwise you cannot have this. Any complex, whether it is inferiority or superiority, is a complex, is a disease. It shows that you are a complex person. You are not a normal person. You are not a natural person. You are an abnormal person. So you are no longer a baby. Don't behave like a mustache baby. This is what those people who are speaking out, they say that if you can speak out loudly. If you can write. And if you cannot do all those things, at least support those people who are doing it. But if you are silent, then you are in the side of criminals. So why you have always this cycle of depression after every few days?
I think for recently it's because I haven't sometimes I didn't take medication because sometimes
Don't blame anyone on the outside. Blame yourself. You have a mind like that. Don't blame the medicine. This is the way. This is the way of those people who don't want to get rid of anything. Blame others. Always blame something else. Blame your mother, blame your father, blame your other sister, your society, your family, your religion, blame the medicine. But never blame yourself. This is also your ego. This never wants to accept that you are the criminal, not others. Don't blame medicine, don't blame anyone else. Blame always your own sick mind, which even doesn't want to accept it, does not even want to see the thing as it is.
So is the solution.
If you are all the time blaming it, if like you have found a very innocent thing to to blame. Whenever you have not taken the medicine, it is because of the medicine. But you have created this mind that needs medicine. You have created this mind with tremendous effort. You go on strengthening that program. You understood clearly?
Yes, clearly, Swami. Yes.
Is there any confusion?
No confusion, Swami.
So what you wanted to say?
I wanted to ask, so if the mind was conditioned to be negative and suicidal, is the solution to become more conscious, or is it to turn the negative mind into positive mind?
When you don't want to change at all, then these kind of thing you say, to turn the negative mind into positive mind. I told you, mind is your prison, mind is your misery. You have to get out of mind, both positive and negative. Both positive and negative is only two sides of the coin. One side can be on the upper hand, but anytime it can turn, it can flip, and the other side will come on the top. As long as you are positive, you will become negative also one day. One has to go beyond both positive and negative. When you are conscious, you are neither positive nor negative. You are just conscious. You are just awake. You are just aware. And this awareness cannot be confined to any quality. It is beyond all qualities. Okay?
Okay, Swami, okay.
Is it clear or not?
Very clear, Swami, very clear.
Well, you always say very clear, but then why you fall again and again? Because you love your misery. You have this addiction to seek attention of other people. This is a very common disease. Now see it and get rid of it. If don't think that one day it will disappear on its own. You have to be alert about it and don't stop giving it food. Once it is clearly understood that you have created your prison, you have created your existence of misery, and once you don't want to create your misery, it will disappear. That is what Buddha said after enlightenment. That this I am not exactly quoting it, but something like this, that the ego has created this house of misery, house of suffering. Now I have understood this ego. I will no longer create this house anymore. So it is you who create your own house of misery, not anyone else.
Yes, Swami.
You have a great illusion that you are almost near enlightenment. Now see your reality, all the time falling back in the same pit. You go to doctor only when you are sick. So when you are in depression, you should have meditated. Meditation is your inner doctor. But those people who go into depression, they think that this is some kind of great achievement. I am in depression, the great depression, American depression. You cannot change until and unless you stop blaming others. Everyone else is equally in darkness, so how you expect that they will help you? You help yourself. You are responsible for your depression. Once you have understood it, you can come out of it. Stop blaming others for your misery. You are your own misery creator. Mind means misery. Your mind is your misery creator. Transcend your mind and get rid of your suffering. Your false I is your hell. Know your real nature, know your inner nature, and be free. Be free from your self-created prison. That is what is the reality. You will claim that you want to know truth, but the reality is that you want to cling to lies. You don't want to give up your dreams. That's why you boast, you claim that you are as if you are having some Nobel Prize. I am in depression. The whole world should give attention to me now. Such a great state. Everyone is in depression. Why anyone else will take your depression? They have enough of their own suffering. You have not much suffering and you want to make a mountain out of a molehill. Just get involved in trying to create happiness in your life and in others people's life, and the misery will be gone. You will not have time to create misery. So what you wanted was that now you are in depression. So for few days you will just be lying down and eat and fart, eat chips and eat, what do you call it, the popcorn and other things which will only create poisonous fart. That is what your mind wanted. That's why I say happy depression day. Enjoy it. Now the depression is gone or not?
Gone, Swami, gone.
You see, even the bird, this small bird is more intelligent than you. You see the sound? Can you hear the sound? Just wait. It will not sing when you want. It knows how to enjoy. It is not in depression. Though its life is very insecure for very small time. But it is enjoying whatever it can. Can you see the tree?
Yes.
And can you see the small bird or not?
No.
No. Now it has gone on the back side of the tree. But it goes on flying from here to there. They are not seeker of attention. They don't seek attention. When you give attention, they run away. They know how to enjoy themselves. Learn something from them. They are more intelligent than you. They are more intelligent than all your professors. Because they have no ego, so they can enjoy in the moment. You see another bird?
small bird?
No,
Should have.
Swami, no.
Now it has gone. If you don't see immediately, they don't wait for you. They are
Yeah.
not seeking your attention. Goes on hiding. Moment
I saw it flying.
you see the bird?
Yeah.
You see?
It's flying. Yes. Huh.
Just little bit good nature. The weather has improved and they are enjoying. Can you see there is another tree here? Stop giving attention to your sickness. Be in nature, then you will be free from your sickness. Observe nature. They are not seeking any attention of anyone because they are nobodies. That's why they can enjoy. Other than human being, the whole nature is celebrating. Happy No Depression Day now.